Hello and welcome to BloomberQuint. I am in conversation with Mr. Apurva Parekh, the Executive Director at Pidilite, and we're here to take stock of the first quarterly earnings. Apurva, thank you for joining us. Let me start off with the fact that the GST transition has led to some amount of weakness with respect to your top line growth. Now, on the street, a lot of analysts are already anticipating growth to come back in the second quarter, but they're also of the opinion that the third quarter is when normalcy will be restored. Are you of the same opinion?
Yes, at this moment, if you ask, that appears to be a fair assessment, because for such a large landmark kind of a regulation, it may take some more time for everybody to get used to it and starting to function in a right manner. So yes, clearly we should see a recovery in quarter 2, and hopefully the normalcy will recover in quarter 3.
So, of course, what I also observed was that your gross margins have remained flat despite the fact that we've seen an increase in your raw materials costs. Are you expecting some amount of lag effect with respect to raw materials in the second quarter?
There could be some lag effect. However, we've also done some price increases to mitigate some of the impact of that. Right. So overall, we have seen an impact on the material cost during the first quarter. Some impact would continue in the second quarter.
Apurva, your press releases also mentioned that your volumes mix has remained constant. I want to have an idea of whether or not we can expect a change in your product mix going forward, which may have an impact on your margins.
See, our product mix may change. Some of our categories like construction and paint chemical may grow at a faster pace because they are growth category with a lot of potential. However, I do not see mix really contributing significantly adversely to our gross margin. Okay. Our gross margin would be more impacted by increase in the prices of the key raw materials.
Also, to do with your adhesives business, what we understand is, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that GST is beneficial because the taxation, effective tax rate has come off. Does this mean that you will pass on some of this pricing, and how much of this pricing will you pass on to your customers, and how much will contribute to your margin expansion?
So we have passed on, whatever has been the tax reduction, we have passed on to the consumers. So we have passed on, we have whatever has been the reduction in price has been passed on.
And finally, Apurva, a word on your markets abroad, how they've done and how you expect them to do in this financial year.
Right. So if we look at market abroad, we can split into two areas. One is an emerging country, which is SAARC, Middle East and Africa. This is really a focus area for us. So we are making investment in those markets, be in terms of people, be in terms of brand building or setting up manufacturing plants. Right. So we plan to accelerate growth in these markets, all the important emerging markets in these three regions. In addition to that, we have some businesses in North and South America. In South America, the political and economic situation remains difficult, right. But the focus in those markets is to ensure that we have proper management of cost, margin, and ensure that we achieve reasonable profitability in those markets.
Apurva, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for your time.